You crabs, you have the 10 of Gabriel, the Ace of Gabriel, and then you have the 9 of Ariel. So these three cards for you, crabs, represent how okay, interesting. Very nice. Like I said, very beautiful cards. I love them. Still new, so I'm just exploring the details of it, what they look like. So I'm seeing how you crabs are content. Okay. A lot of you are content being by yourselves, like I've been talking about. You know, y'all are content being by yourselves right now. And if you're not content with being by yourself, going out and you picking a person yourself that is into you. Excuse me, you picking a person yourself that you are into and that you trying to see if they are into you also. And a lot of the times people don't want to actually do the approaching, but that is one of the upsides to approaching. Everybody's worried about being rejected, but a good side or a good part about approaching someone is you actually are the person that gets to choose what exactly it is that you are looking for. So in other words, if you have an understanding of what it is that you're looking for, whom you're looking for, and you see someone that has these physical characteristics, right? These phenotypes, which is physical characteristics, you can just basically approach them. And this is what it is that I was saying about how I was saying that, you know, people don't be making any kind of sense when they make it seem like, oh, they want to be the only ones that get approached. That lets you know that the person is disingenuous, because the frustration is coming from all of the people that a person doesn't like phenotypically, meaning that the way that they look, right? Phenotype means physical characteristics. That's what the word phenotype means. Spell it Pheno type, Type, right? Phenotype just basically means physical characteristics. That's what it means. Literally, that's what it means. So when you don't approach and someone comes up to a person, a person can't control who comes up to them. So it's like when you do the approaching, at the very least, you can control whom you approach. Not you can't control them, but what I'm trying to say here is you control the ability to yourself walk up to them and spark up a conversation. Now, if the conversation doesn't go as well, then it is what it is. But it's not something where you're just sitting back. And see, this is why I'm saying that you crabs pretty much got it. Like, if you like a person's phenotype, you'll do the approaching now. Like, you're open to it as well as being approached. And this is what I mean when I say you get a full experience. You get a much more well-rounded experience. The ideology of you just getting approached, anyone, is lame, because this is, like I said, this is where the frustration comes from. It's like, oh, how come all these people are not, I have a particular person in mind, but how come this person is not approaching me? Person's not approaching you because maybe the person is off doing something else. So maybe this is a sign for you having to actually put in the effort instead of because people can't read your mind. So the thing is that then you have the Sun card and then you have the World card. So these two cards right here for you represent how you crabs, you will do the approaching, like I said before. And you crabs also have a lot of opportunity. So it's a sense of you crabs are not sweating anything because you have plenty of opportunity. You have plenty of opportunity financially, uh, romantically. And so you're just leaving the door open for opportunities. You're doing your thing, but you're also leaving the door open for opportunities. Because if certain things don't match up between the person whom you approach or you get approached by, you are not limited to, you got to sit there and listen to them go after you or try to spark up a conversation or whatever, right? Um, not only that, but not only that, but you also get a chance to actually be a little bit more elusive and overall loose. And I don't mean loose in that sense. I mean loose in the sense of more relaxed. You know, part of what creates terrible interactions sometimes is the fact that we're nervous. We're cringy because we're nervous. We're clenched. We're tight. And the ability to essentially loosen up, the ability to loosen up is what makes um, you a very good addition into anybody's life, right? And the reason why is because when you're not so tight, when you're not so tight and everything like that, and you have the ability to approach people, that makes it very easy, or it makes it easier for you, because that makes you approachable. That makes you into a person where people want to tell their deep, dark secrets to. That's a good thing. And but when you're so cringy and you're scared and stuff like this, people don't want to open up to you because you're in a situation where you're shut down. So only a select few people are really going to be like, okay, let me actually be the one to open up. Then you have the Four of Gabriel and the Four of Raphael. So, excuse me, these two cards right here for you crabs, you know, you would like to be married. You would like to be on the precipice of it, right? Actually working towards it. But the Four of Raphael, right? It's difficult, you know, it's not as straightforward as you crabs would like it to be. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Just, you know, people calling, and I just got to be on alert, because you know all kind of things is happening now. Good things, but you know I'm not gonna say what they are. But I'm just, you know, I just got to pay attention is all. But anyway, you have the Knight of Raphael, and that represents how a person has to really. You got, wow, 4 green cards in a row, so which is Raphael. So this basically says that a person has to want to actually, you know, interact with you the way that you want to interact with them. And that's going to require them opening up. And the Queen of Raphael and the Ten of Raphael speaks to how that requires them to be brave. But if they choose, not to be brave, if they choose not to be brave, then that's their problem, you know? So basically what I'm seeing here is that you crabs got a lot of stuff going on for yourselves, going on that you like, good stuff. And when it comes to the matters of the heart, you'll approach whenever you want to. But it's not like a delusional whenever you want to, right? They're just saying that, but you're not actually really planning on approaching. No, you crabs will approach. Because you understand the power of it. There's power in approaching too. The ability, because people really don't take into consideration that there is power in approaching. When you approach a person, whomever it is that you approach first, that's what you like. So this is what it is that I be meaning. This is part of what I mean when I say people don't make any sense when they seek out a person, right? Or they know that they may not like a person, right? Quote unquote, or they come up with excuses not to like the person, and then they're with them. And then it's like, so you wasted. It's so stupid because it's so stupid, excuse me, because everybody can basically pick and choose what they like. It's your right to pick and choose what you like. So it's like for you to be wasting your own time hanging out with a person who you supposedly don't like is disingenuous. What it sounds to me like is a person who does some stuff like that does like the person that they're with, but they're on a high horse, and they have the mentality of, you shouldn't be able to pull me. You shouldn't be able to get me. I'm better than you, but somehow used your Jedi mind tactics to pull me into a relationship, and now I'm quote unquote stuck, right? They have that type of mentality. And it's like, look, a lot of I just see a lot of you crabs have the mentality of, people better not do you any favors. And what I mean by that is, if they're not interested for whatever reason and it's that important, don't hang out with you. Just don't. Because that's whack. Like, why would you want to have somebody around you who is who's a dissatisfied customer, an unsatisfied customer? You know what I'm saying? A person who is hanging around you and it's like they're just disappointed every time y'all hang out. Or disappointed. So why in the world would they spend so much time hanging out with you then? Forget about the money. Don't matter about the money. Yeah, you got stacks. If the person is rich, maybe you can get something. But then at the same time, you unhappy as a mug, and then you just spending the money out or whatever to compensate for the lack of joy that a person feels because they're unhappy, associating themselves with this person. So you back at square one. It makes no sense. I don't understand the concept of like hanging out with people whom you don't like. I don't get that. But I don't get it. I really don't get it, for real. Let's clarify the 10 of Raphael. The Queen of Cups, which you already have. Page of Pentacles, Judgment, 10 of Cups, and then the 2 of Wands. So to clarify the 10 of Raphael. So the Queen of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. The Queen of Raphael would be the equivalent to the Queen of Cups. So again, you crabs are very aware of this, and you crabs don't want anybody hanging out with you trying to do you a favor, right? Trying to make it seem as if they hanging out with you, being all cool with you, and that's it, and blah, 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 because they doing it for your sake. You don't want to have anybody who is that egotistical to say some goofy stuff like that with you, because that's disingenuous. If they ain't like you, why are they hanging out with you? They like you. It's just that they're users as well. And so the Judgment and the Judgment, you already have the 10 of Raphael. So the Judgment and the 2 of Wands right here speaks to how, so you crabs are just okay being by yourselves. And that you crabs have a whole new mentality. Like, if a person is not enthusiastic to get to know you, if they're not into you like that, if they're not, why hang out with you? Why hang out? Why kick it? And if you ask me, you crabs have the correct mentality. It's just a matter of you keeping that mentality and cultivating that, because that's the mentality that you're gonna need. That's the mentality that is the differences between a person who gets to the bottom of stuff and a person who basically allows life to just happen to them, and anyone can control them and use them for whatever, basically. Because when you crabs have this mentality, which I love y'all for having, I mean, I love y'all just in general, but I love y'all for having as well, because it gets to the bottom of stuff. You know, and I've talked about this plenty of times before. I don't want anybody hanging out with me if they don't want to. It literally defeats the purpose. It's like, why, if you're not hanging out, well, you know what I'm saying? As if somebody like forced you to be here. Like, go about your business then. So you crabs are doing a great job. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. We at 18,400 and change now. We're actually heading towards 20,000. Please subscribe, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I like my videos. And I want more of you Libras to come through. I used to get a lot of you Libras coming through. I want more of y'all Libras to come through. Really appreciate it if you would. Come get a personal reading. The link to that is in the comment section below. It's called a Linktree link. Peace.